Okay, I'm supposedly live. So YouTube claims. Hey, it looks like I'm actually live. Cool. Alright. Alright, no one's here yet, so it's kind of pointless for me to start saying this on, but yeah, this ain't gonna be too exciting a stream, just editing, hoping that just the active streaming will keep me actually working on this instead of getting distracted and doing whatever. I have no clue if audio is good or anything like that, or any other quality details, but who cares? We're just doing it. Let's just start. I've already started working on this, but we'll,
Also,
yeah.
if it sounds like we're sitting in different spots relative to the mic, it's because we are.
Yeah. So I think it's this part is okay.
I need my Wii U game had to be constantly plugged in, and I moved the charging cable.
If it sounds like I hit the mic, well, I haven't yet.
I imagine this might be a bit confusing for anyone watching the stream.
I haven't yet.
Maybe.
Alright, so let's start this.
Let's continue our quest. So I'm not sure what exactly will be done with the previous recording of this, but last time we recorded this, we ended on basically the entire episode just being failing at a single level.
Yeah, I think that text is
going to be its own episode, right. In which case you viewers will have already seen it, or that's going to be like a death montage thing. In which case you viewers.
Okay, so volume-wise, I think... I'll have to... So I didn't get very far into...
It's going to be like a death montage thing. A death montage thing. In which case you viewers just...
I mean, I think it's fine. Could maybe stand... Go down a decibel or two. But yeah, this is as far as I got in editing this. I did start working on it before, but nah. Yeah. Alright.
Montage thing. In which case you viewers just watched it.
Okay, maybe one more just for the sake of it.
Montage thing. In which case you viewers just watched it. So, either way, we're getting back into it. And again, because he doesn't need the screen, you could just push it even further.
You can push it further back as well, so that there's greater accuracy.
Well...
Okay, this might be a bit excessive.
Alright.
Just a little, though. So we're talking... maybe 30 seconds of just...
Which viewers just watched it. So, either way, we're getting back into it. And again, because he doesn't need the screen, you could just push it even further.
You can.
Either way, we're getting back into it.
Well, we won't cut anything, I don't think, but I think we'll just
Again, because he
have a
doesn't
little
need this
gradual
screen, you
zoom
could just
in.
push
Yeah,
it even further.
Yeah, you can push it further back as well, so that there's greater accuracy.
Well,
Yeah, I think that'll be our zoom in thing. So, alright. And we'll have it. Uh, right that frame. We'll try ×2 anchor point. It's always nice to zoom in on Toad. Though we could zoom in instead on there. It's about in the middle. Let's
into it. And again, because he doesn't need the screen, you could just push it even further.
Yeah, you can push it further back as well, so that there's greater accuracy.
Well, all right.
do I want to change the
Getting back
timing
into
of
it.
that, or maybe just slightly? Okay, what was it? That, and then select that or something. Just ease it in a little. See if I remember how to actually control that. Yeah, there we go. Now we just do that. And
Do
then
it. We're getting back into it. And again, because he doesn't need the screen, you could just push it even further.
Yeah, you can push it further back as well, so that there's greater accuracy.
Well, oh,
bless me. Anyways, I think that's good. Alright. Oh, there we did. We did the editing. Well, editing achieved. End of stream.
right.
Alright.
So to the extra stages, Death Mountain Path.
Oh boy.
I think we can handle this one. I think we've got this one. Don't let what you just saw fool you, viewers. You are going to see complete mastery of this stage. You better believe it. It's gonna happen.
We're gonna get cut.
Now I could add something, I suppose, to like what you just saw. Add in another slice of the death montage, but I'll leave it.
Let's go.
Look how small he is. He's not big.
Mushrooms will do that. The super. while playing, ensure that the wrist strap is properly attached.
You do not have a wrist strap.
Yeah, that kinda...
You will suffer. Also, I know that the Wii U was an absolute commercial failure, but I just want to take a second to talk about how comfortable this control or the Wii U gamepad is in my hand. It's the perfect weight, perfect size. The triggers feel nice to rest my fingers on and press.
Yeah, it's such a good console if you ignore the fact that, like, in terms of, like, power and stuff, it is not good.
Actually, I'm curious about that. I just want to see the actual specs of a Wii U. Right. Wii U. Yeah, it was definitely it was definitely less powerful than 360 and PS3. Now, do I want to add any of that info directly to the video, or... No, I don't think that actually... Hey, Chump, welcome to the stream. Yeah, so let's see. For the exact numbers, alright. Gonna go to Wikipedia. Let's see. There's Wii U. I'll go Xbox 360 specs. Wikipedia. All right. So interesting that their introductory price was the same, $300 for both of them. 360 came out 2005. Wii U came out 2012. And I feel old. Let's see. CPU. Wii U had 1.24 gigahertz tri-core IBM PowerPC Espresso. Where that, and then CPU on the 360 was 3.2 gigahertz. Yada yada. Interestingly enough, though, for where'd it go? Memory. The Wii U had 2 gigabytes of DDR3 compared to the 360's 512 megabytes unified GDDR3 RAM. Octet 700 megahertz. Yada yada. Who cares? Anyways, I don't think it will be worthwhile to show any of those details in the video. So enough of this side tangent. Let's actually...
I mean, it could play Pikmin 3, so I'd say that's pretty good.
Look, birdie. Okay, watch the archers above.
Archer's down.
Sweet.
You know, it's interesting when I go through editing these. I just never know which screen to focus on. I suppose I tend to drift towards mine own, but... This could always just be missing something interesting, and that could make for funny edit. Just by virtue of looking at something else. And there is
Well,
the first death.
You were doing excellently.
yeah.
In less than 5 minutes into the video.
I was doing decent. Alright.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely is interesting having all the screens there to compare. Even the Archer's screen, conveniently, yeah, it's nice to be able to see what the gamepad user can see. Yeah. Though, you know, never even really looked at that while playing, so I don't know. Now, if I were smart, I would, you know, would, I don't know, write this down or put in a spreadsheet or something, these results here, so that I wouldn't have to do it later when going through and keeping track of who got the most rupees, who lost how much health and all that. But, why bother? I'll get to that later. These stats will be tracked, just can't be bothered now. Though I always find it interesting that even though, like, I do take a decent bit of damage, I still end up with a lot of rupees by comparison. And it's like something risk and reward and all that. But will it pay off overall? Only one way to find out. That's doing a lot of addition. But who cares? We're editing here, not thinking about what we'll be doing afterwards. Let's go!
0 hearts and beat the most enemies.
But I got the most rupees anyway.
Yeah.
Alright. So we got participation points, but more importantly, continue playing.
Yes, I will play with the gamepad again.
Alright. Now if your sword movement feels off, it's actually probably better just to aim it at the screen and just wiggle around a little, and then sensor bar will fix things.
But the down button is very useful. Alright, this time I know that there are bomb enemies.
They're the bomb.
You took 3 hearts of damage from Choo Choo.
Okay, but like, they really don't like letting you hit them?
It's true.
We really took 3 hearts from Choo
Especially when I've
Choo's.
got him to worry about, you know?
Alright, doing better.
Hey, welcome to the stream, Jason. Behold, this Wholesome Bros content that's gonna be out in, at minimum, a couple months. So, spoilers.
Alright.
Of course, if you actually care about spoilers, you could just, not watch.
But can we keep this up? Survey says. Hopefully.
Is that a decapitated Goron head?
Well, I believe this is like the Goron mines or something, so that's probably like buildings or something.
Actually, that gives me an idea. Let's just go. Ocarina of Goron City. See what the architecture is there, and see if there's an image that would. Nah, that doesn't quite. It's not that. Goron mines that. Okay, I'm not seeing any architecture that resembles Goron heads, so. Yeah. Though nothing I'm seeing is blue and purple either, so. I'm not seeing what that would. Okay, giving up on that search. No point in adding anything there.
Weeb has 69 rupees. Nice.
Okay, maybe I can do a little something there. Oh, that's too far back.
Goron head?
Completely.
See, we're now just gonna be 69 rupees.
Here we go.
Weeb has 6.
Why it'll be a while? Because so I have no clue what our upload schedule is gonna be like, but I've already got like, I think, not counting a certain video, I've got like something like 7 or 8 videos already edited, ready to go, more or less. So even at just one of my edited videos a week, that'd be like almost 2 months about. If this were to follow immediately after, it's like, okay, if I actually just look into this real quick. So I've got 9 videos like uploaded to the channel, but not like public yet. 2 of which aren't really like full things. Yep. Got things queued up and they're like, yeah, if we were to take all 9 of the videos I've got and go one per week, like starting it next week, we'd be looking at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It'd be like mid-August that this would go live if we were to start like get next week and go one of these per week, which I don't think we'll do. Kind of waiting on the other 2 to, catch up, I guess. Anyways, but still good to work ahead and, get all that ready so don't have to uh, get everything done like night before it goes live, as I've had to do before.
69 rupees. Nice.
Right, I was about to do that there.
Nice. We've had 6.
We'll just cut there so have that. Right? Actually, something like that. I don't know why the cursor becomes so big. Yeah. Though, of course, better it gets made in the first place than just, sits and never gets done. But also, you better believe I am saving a lot of that effort for the stuff for my channel, hopefully, that may or may not ever get done. But yeah, for like the main uploads, I definitely prefer to just keep things minimal, but still interject a few nice things here and there. But yeah, as long as it doesn't come down to getting it done like right before it should be scheduled. Anyways,
59 rupees.
that seems a little off. Let's actually expand that, see if no, it's just too small. It won't show the bumps in the audio probably. That sounds just a little.
69.
Yeah, that would be.
69 rupees. 69 rupees. 69 rupees.
Yeah, and then that's where we'll do that one. For more of that wholesome content. Well, get ready. There's gonna be some exciting stuff coming up as soon as the other two start editing. Which, if either of them are watching, I know Chump was here. I don't know if he's still here or not. Maybe it shows two watching now, and I know I'm one of them. But anyways, this would be a good time for you two, sir. I think if you're here. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, cough, cough. Anyways,
69 rupees.
what I think I'll do is select just the. Want to see Weeb's editing skills? Chump, you'll work on it. Nice. All right. As far as Weeb's editing skills, I believe some of our most quote-unquote recent videos, the out-of-space ones, will have been edited by him. If you can call it editing. So at least he has 2 videos on the channel.
$69 rupees.
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll copy that. Just bump that up thing. And paste. Now we'll bump this up to video 3, drop that back down. Now that should all be lined up. We can delete these through edit. Well, let's go like that and then delete those through edits. Okay, just had to make sure that wasn't messing with things. Okay, so now this. We'll zoom it in slightly just so we can see how. Well, no, we'll here's what we'll do. We will no, that one. You saw my comment? You bet. Your music do be pretty good. I will say that. Sometimes it'll even when I'm using like YouTube Music when I'm working, just let auto download stuff. Sometimes it'll just throw on some of your music while I'm working, and yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. Well, nice surprise every now and then. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is actually I'll zoom it in a bit so that way as I start cropping it'll be easier to see difference. I suppose I also could have just disabled that one. Actually, that's smarter. We'll do that, disable that video track, and then go. Alright, is that good enough? And then approximation. We can do a little better. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, that's good. Actually, let's yeah, we'll just go with that. And actually, the bottom. Hard to tell what the border is of the, I think, oval shaped thing there. Just really enjoy Wholesome Bros stuff. Yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I figure I've I have a habit of kind of getting sidetracked and maybe perhaps even a bit distracted when editing, and I figure if I am streaming it, I'm less likely to just stop what I'm doing and go off and do something else. And then maybe I'll get this done, in one day instead of 10 weeks. Okay, so I've got it cropped down to just that, and now if we give it a slight zoom, but then we'll need to set the anchor point so that it lines up. Okay, there we go. Slide that over. We'll set the opacity down a bit so it's like that, and then we can line this up a little better. Nope, that's the wrong number to mess with. That's the one there. Yeah, we'll say that's good. Then we can bring the opacity back up. And then... Okay, let's see how that looks.
Has 69 rupees. Nice. Weeb has 69 rupees. Nice. Weeb has 69 rupees. Nice.
Okay, that's a start. Maybe zoom in a little more than that. Say that. And then we'll actually...
Has 69 rupees. Nice.
Yeah, but then we don't want to just jump straight to that, so we'll make sure I've actually got that selected before I set that. And then we'll go... Okay, so we'll do that. We'll set that to 1.3 and see how that looks.
69 rupees.
No, too slow. I think I can just drag that point to the left. I don't usually do it this way, but we can just go one. How's that compare?
69 rupees. 69. 69. Weeb has 69 rupees.
Yeah, it's still a little slow. Just...
69 rupees. 9.
Whoa. Whoa. That's... There we go. Then
69 rupees. 69 rupees. And rupees. 69 rupees.
and then maybe we want to go here to start fading that back to 1. Whoop. Try that again. Then make sure we actually select that to change.
69 rupees. Nice.
That's pretty good.
Has 69 rupees. Nice. 69 rupees. Nice.
Kind of want to mess around with that, fine tune it a little.
Rupees.
Maybe get back to one a bit earlier, so it's a snappier, whatever.
69 rupees.
Okay, now that looks
Has
pretty decent.
69 rupees. Nice.
And I could try maybe add some curves to that, but I think it's fine. It's all good. Am I using that third video track? No. I am not. I suppose I could just delete empty tracks. Yep, okay. Well, now we've got that. We have an actual edit. We've done something. Let's see. That's about 8.5 minutes in. The last edit was... We'll round to 1.5. Yeah. That's... Some may call that being lazy. Others may not. There is no moral to the words I have just said.
69 rupees. Nice.
Alright. There's another. Alright.
I can't help very much against those guys because I can't break their shields.
Okay, that's.
Oh, I see.
This is surprisingly close in terms of rupees.
Actually, I think we look over here. I'm trying to think what would make for a decent thumbnail. I think, although it's gonna be kind of blurry because it's being zoomed in, that might work. So I've been kind of running out of ideas for what else to have for a thumbnail. Because tried just a skull on the ground, each of us individually dying. Yeah. That I think might. Okay, spin hot mix. I think we go color. Grab still. Export as a JPEG. And we want that over in pictures. And instead of untitled, we want that. Ninland. What is this? 19. Instead of pictures, we actually want to put this on the hard drive with all my Wholesome Bros stuff. And under the thumbnails folder. It has been a while. Alright. And there we have a thumbnail, except I have to zoom in, crop it, all that stuff. Yeah. To be done later. For now, we edit the video.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
First try.
I believe. Yep.
It was interesting looking at previous attempts at this level where I would just kind of ignore the fact that those archers were there and, you know, not get hit, thankfully, but...
Hey, look, bombs. I should swing here. Oh, there are things above us.
Actually, if we just look... Come on, update the playback. Yeah, if we can get a good view of that Goron head thing there, that could also work for the thumbnail. We'll go with this and I'll figure things out later. That'll be Ninland 19 alt. Not JPEG. And back to editing the video.
Oh, there are things above us. I'll watch the bridge above.
That was my bad.
And here we have the rare chump taking
But
damage.
now I know that I can use the bomb to kill them before they get to me.
Mhm. Alternatively, I suppose we could have like weavers on, just stay back and
Hey, wait a minute.
then we
They had the same amount of rupees. Nice. We've actually had the highest combo. Interesting. Anyway,
back and then
Look at that hit combo.
Alright, continue playing.
we're almost at the bottom of Death Mountain Path. We're doing real good.
We
Nice.
getting somewhere.
I feel it. This is a one. Either that or it'll be like 5 more tries to just get to that point again. But we're probably gonna win this time. I hope. That was convenient.
True.
Okay, so they can't be hit by my arrows. Got it.
Yeah, I mean, try and swing at them with a sword too. That also, they like to hide.
Careful, archer would have been there.
Okay, they're down. Okay. There.
And here we have a rare moment where Weeb has more rupees than myself and Chump combined, implying that Weeb is doing the best at this game.
There's gonna be a bird on the left. You don't even need that this time. Let's go. Let's go. Right. The archer does seem to be going quite fast.
Izu.
I'm not weighed down by a heavy shield.
Finally, I have the most rupees. All is right in the game. Should.
Okay, so
There we
watch
go.
out for the fast guys on the right. How did you take damage from them? I said watch out.
You guys handle the birds, I'll take care of the bombs.
Yep, perfect. Alright. So we've got Tektites and Skulltulas.
I hate Tektites.
Yeah, they're kind of a pain for us too. Okay, that shouldn't have happened. There we go.
Alright. Awesome. First try again.
Now there's archers to pop out.
Oh,
Alright. Bird on the right.
got the bird.
Alright. So remember those bombs, you'll need them later.
It's a surprise tool that'll help us later.
Here they come. And there's also a bird, but watch out above first.
Yeah, that bird wasn't going
No, it's interesting seeing just how well we were doing this session. Is like,
Hopefully we didn't need that bomb pile.
Eh,
wait,
almost at the end, I think. So I'd imagine not.
So-
After these Tektites should be Ganon.
So the episode before this,
Ganon?
Yeah.
Like straight up Ganon?
Something like that, yeah.
so the episode before this would be
Why
Yeah,
not just
right
like
to
a whiz robe or something?
like
Well, because we're like nearing the end. Yeah.
most likely it wouldn't be
I hope you
uploaded
remember how to fight this.
too far off from this episode.
Oh my god, that's just straight up Ganon.
I suppose if I pause this, it'll be easier to speak. But it's interesting because like when this stuff gets uploaded, most likely this won't be too far after the previous episode of Nintendo Land. But like, as far as recording it, I think it was about a year apart. In fact, I think I can actually. Yeah, so yeah, so we recorded this stuff like this recording session specifically was March 11th of this year. Then the Nintendo Land recording session before this just so happened to be last year, March 11th. So exactly 1 year apart. It's not like we knew that going into it. We didn't plan that or anything. But yeah, exactly 1 year between the previous session and this. So like, it's interesting seeing just in spite of that, us doing significantly better. Though a lot of that came from me going through and, you know, practicing a bunch. Yeah, it was very interesting having noticed that. And yet for viewers, it'll just be like, I don't know, probably just like a week or two apart. Just
We're only halfway through the extra levels.
Not from Fortress.
Alright.
So who's the final boss of Extra Mode?
Now shield. Shield. Shield.
We were almost there.
so close.
Pretty sure he was in the red.
Yeah, he was low. He was.
Actually, I think what I'll do is just
Shield.
go. Up. And then cut there. Scroll back a bit. Yeah, that's good enough for the moment. Okay, so now the question is, what perspective to use for this. So I think I'm just gonna have like just try and show mostly just Ganon. So you can see he was low. Okay, so I don't think... Well, actually... Okay, so depending on how exactly I go about this edit, that right there is a good view of Ganon right at the end. But for most of that, because Archer is looking elsewhere, you don't get a good look at Ganon. Here, it's kind of a weird angle and that. I'd say that's a decent view of Ganon overall. But, yeah, it's weird prioritizing my own view and editing. Nah. But here we'll see. Okay, so we see Ganon head on, which you'd think would be good, but then, you know, he kind of gets in the way. Whereas here, sort of off to the side, which means you see Ganon better overall. But then again, if you watch from here, you can see Weed get hit, and I suppose... we'll commit to this one. Okay. So... anyways, what we'll do is lift up... First we'll just select the video, lift that up, copy, put that back down, delete these through edits. Whoop. Not exactly what I meant to do. Alright, delete that and that. Now go back over to...
We were almost there. Pretty sure he was in the red.
Okay, so now we'll paste. Now we zoom. What number would it try? 1.75, I think, might have been. I forget where you'd want the anchor point for this exactly, but it was somewhere in the ballpark of that. And that. So
Pretty
then,
sure he was in the red.
Yeah, he was low. He was low.
let's actually...
Pretty sure he was in the red.
Yeah. He was...
let's try seeing how this looks.
Pretty sure he was in the red.
Yeah, he was low. He was low.
Pretty sure he was in the red.
Yeah, he was low. He was low.
I think that's fine. Could also go with like a slow motion
He was
effect,
in the red.
but
Yeah, he was low. He was low.
that's good enough. Okay, let's see. The problem with where I chose to do that is now if we go like that, it goes there, so we can't fade out like that. But we can fade out a bit before that. Let's see how that looks.
Pretty sure he was in the red.
Yeah, he was low. He was low.
Better, but still a
Pretty sure he
little...
was in the red.
Yeah, he was low. He was low. He was low. He was low.
Yeah, we'll keep it like that. Now just a bit more context, make sure that
Pretty
looks
sure he was in the
fine.
red.
Yeah, he was low. He was low. Nice.
Yeah, I think
I
that's
lost
fine.
0 hearts, whereas Weebinator lost 8, and you lost 5.
And I got 221 rupees, and that's all that matters, except for when it isn't.
Yeah. Because, I mean, rupees are kind of useless.
Well, they're meant to be a measure of how well you're doing, and whoever has the most at the end is the one who gets the Triforce.
Okay.
Alright.
Yes, I'm playing again with the gamepad. We are getting better.
Yep.
We just need to...
Like, we aren't wasting an entire episode on losing this. We're actually...
making progress.
We reached Ganon on the 3rd attempt.
Yes, and the nice thing is there'll be a skull there so that we don't just die.
Mm-hmm. And now we'll master this, right? Sweet. That took out all but one.
Yeah, be careful, the archer's about to show up.
Bombs. Ooh, sweet.
Now, if we were an entirely different channel, we might just cut everything up till the next Ganon fight
Just don't hit the skull.
to
If you can
get out all this filler stuff.
To avoid it.
Well, we wasn't, so... Oh,
But
well.
why do that when you can just
That wasn't supposed to
show all this?
No, gee.
happen. Well... That was supposed to be a
That was
side
my-
swing.
That was my bad. I hit someone with an arrow.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Not sure how you took damage after that, but anyways.
Okay, not doing so hot this time around.
Yeah, but we should be fine. Tektites, which you seem to get before we can even really reach.
I'm fast. Alright, now watch out.
Now remember, to the right are the fast boys. You have to shield for their first hit. Here they come now. There was a warning.
Oh, bomb rocks. Alright.
Gotcha.
Now, in case there's any question, this section here where the archer shoots the
shoots from the
targets, Yeah, that little shooting the targets thing
Archers pop out.
isn't a thing when playing as a solo swordsman.
Bird
Bet
to
you
the right.
never would have guessed that one. That sounded funnier in my head. But, no.
And here come the upper boys. There's also a bird. Also.
Yep, but that bird's not going anywhere.
Now we've one last wave of Tektites before Ganon.
You're welcome.
So there's the skull if we want the archer to arch it.
Should I?
Yeah, we're down the hearts.
I suppose Laura got two other potential thumbnails. But in theory, an arrow primed and ready to go at the skull could also make for a good thumbnail. But I think I might just save that for a later episode.
May as well.
Oh, it's Ganon!
So remember, it's the balls, then the shields, then the strike. Watch out in case he strikes twice.
You know, I have a habit of talking to myself as I edit, or do anything really, but the amount of times I've
Trying to hit me.
said something while editing, only to immediately hear myself in the recording say exactly the same thing, usually in exactly the same way, is just astounding. Another rare point of the archer damage. And
there we go.
Take that, Ganon.
And we didn't fail for an entire episode. How about that?
We did it.
Awesome.
We became the epic gamers.
We actually completed a level within the episode. And I am the Legend of Zelda. Making that joke every time. We will never not make that joke.
I'm gonna be honest, it's been so long since we've recorded this, I forgot that was a joke that we did.
Yes, I have become the Legend of Zelda.
Look at how close that was, though.
Yes.
yeah, it'll be interesting.
But I did get the
Third-
final hit on Ganon, though.
Yes, and that is bragging rights in and of itself. But 39 hit combo. Let's go.
Yeah.
Combo.
Combo.
Alright, so now tune in next time for the Battle of Hyrule Field.
Battle of Hyrule Field, huh? Have you?
You gotta like how it's, you know, Battle of Hyrule Field, but then the image is of probably the least field-like place in all of this. Well, actually, I suppose. Well, who cares?
Or have you tested out this?
I have not tried it.
The final
Oh.
boss is gonna be your opponent.
Spoilers.
Alright.
So yeah, part of the reason we did so well there, part of the reason I carried, was because I took it upon myself to practice this.
Actually, hold up.
Part of the reason I carried.
The Legend of Zelda movie was confirmed? Yes? I did not. Okay, I gotta look into this now. Alright. Legend of Zelda movie. Alright. Universal is closing a big deal with Nintendo. Okay, so if it's Universal working on it, then we'd be looking at animated instead of live action, which I think yeah, Legend of Zelda probably better as animated. Illumination. Well, I cannot wait. That would be just. And I wonder, are we looking at just a general Link go fight Ganon, save Zelda, get Triforce? Or are we gonna look at like a specific game? Probably better animated, but live action could work. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, get animated's probably going to be like all the monstrous monsters are gonna come across better that way. But live action might, you know, I don't know. I because I suppose it really does depend, like, to what extent do they draw from which games, ultimately. Because, like, if they're to lean heavily into, like, Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess type stuff, then I could see live action being on par with what they could do for Illuminate that animation. Yeah. You see, if they base it on Breath of the Wild, then that'd be. See, I could see it being more so just like. Okay, so here's the thing with like Legend of Zelda. It has a more significantly defined plot than it per game than any Mario game usually has. It's like you actually have a story that you follow along with rather than just going from level to level being a hero sometimes. So, and with how different some of the games are, like, they still could do something like with the Mario movie, how it's sort of just a general, let go fight Bowser in the Mushroom Kingdom type thing. Yeah, but, like, I don't know. It's either way, I'm just excited. Let's just leave it at that. Well, excuse me, princess. Yeah, honestly, yeah. You know, come to think of it, that's probably the reason we didn't get that in the Mario movie. Like, okay, hear me out. I think this is actually the only reason we didn't get an excuse me, princess in the Mario movie is because of the potential Zelda movie. It just makes sense. Don't reference Zelda. Obviously, it'll be um, uh, mm, clearly they'll show Zelda for like a brief moment, but then it's all going to be about Link, Ganon or Ganondorf, and Tingle. Calling it now. Though that does lead to the question of, is it going to just be Ganon? Is it going to be mostly Ganondorf? Or are they gonna do something in between? If Ganondorf, but like, then yeah, big old... Well, there's so much they could do with it that until we know more, there's going to be a ton of speculation that could be done. But yeah, they did have the Super Show, and that's kind of what made me think, hey, just maybe we'll see an Excuse Me Princess. I figured after seeing that would be a thing, it's like, you know, if they're referencing those shows, hey, maybe just maybe they'll reach across the game worlds and pull out an Excuse Me Princess just for the just to bait some nostalgia. But anyways, almost at the end of this, but oh yeah, that's right. I was
Part of
gonna
the reason I carry.
thinking I'll pop a marker there.
Was
We're just gonna roll it back to the rupee count. And let's see, only 2 Triforces, not 3. Yeah. Back in my day, the only reason it was called a Triforce was because it was a triangle. It says Nintendo Cinematic Universe. And then Smash Bros. You see, okay, so hear me out. So, you know Mama Luigi? Yeah. You see, the thing is, that was the final episode of the Mario World cartoon, which of course was the final Mario cartoon of that time, because he had the Mario Super Show, then the Mario 3, then Mario World. So Mama Luigi would. Okay, so. You had Mama Luigi. That was the final episode of all of that Mario stuff. Now, at the end of the Mario movie, we saw that Yoshi egg. Now, normally you'd think, oh, cool, they're teasing Yoshi coming up. But we already saw Yoshi in the movie. That's like... So, what Chump had said before was that, obviously, yeah, that Yoshi egg, that's teasing Mama Luigi. It makes sense. Yeah, that's like, why else would they show a Yoshi egg when, they already showed Yoshis? Now, of course, I don't think they were green Yoshis, but the Super Mario Brothers movie 2, Mama Luigi Strikes Death. But you see, the thing about the Mario World cartoon, and specifically the final season of the Mario World cartoon, from which Mama Luigi came from, was, long story short, it aired alongside this show called Captain N the Game Master. And furthermore, due to some weird technicalities, it is, like, legally inseparable from Captain N the Game Master. So, because of, like, how they're distributed or something like that, or I don't know. I don't know the details, but, like, point is that the final part of Mario World's final season, or whatever, or maybe it was just all of Mario World. I forget. Well, I think I've got things backwards. Yeah, I think it was Mario World was intertwined with Captain N's third season. That's what I was thinking of. Third and final season. There we go. Wii Sports movie? Now that would be something. That would be. Anyways, where I'm going with this is Captain N the Game Master. I'm not going to delve into it too much here, but it's this thing with a whole bunch of Nintendo game stuff. So, and like if they're teasing Mama Luigi, then that's technically intertwined with Captain N the Game Master. This show with all the Nintendo stuff. So in other words, rather than going the Smash Bros. Route, we could have a Captain N cinematic universe. It's I hesitate to say possible, but it's okay. We'll just right. So what I was doing was I was gonna go like that. That will go like that. Who cares exactly how long this is? It don't matter. Lift that up. Copy. Drop it down. Delete through edits. And then turn the linked thing back on again. Back to our marker. So then we paste that. But then we want to... Why is this... Okay, why is it like this? Zoom in here. Adjust the anchor point so it's here. And then I'll pass the way down.
Reason I carried.
We can get rid of that marker now.
I carried was the reason I carried was I carried.
That
Carried. Carried was. I carried was carried.
just showing how it's only 20 rupees apart. Right when I say I carried. Because haha, I didn't really carry. May as well drive that point home. Alright.
So yeah, part of the reason we did so well there, part of the reason I carried was because I took it upon myself to practice this, on my own. Solo play is much different than with the team, of course. Those Skulltulas, if they hit you, you take damage no matter what. So yeah, I mastered that level. So yeah, I am the Legend of Zelda.
Yep.
I'm still a little
Alright,
delirious
that's it
from
for this
the
episode.
trial of
Yeah,
mastering that level.
Bayonara.
Bayonara.
Okay, so
Bayonara.
Bayonara.
we'll go there. There will be our cutoff. And then, do I have the outro in this project? I should. Ha, here it would be. And we just... do I have these linked? I do not. So just grab both of them, drag them over slowly because it be like that sometimes. Get zooted? That's I assume you're referring to like the food version of puffing the magic dragon. First time I've heard that terminology for it. Okay, I forget how many frames I do for this, but go 14. See how that looks. That works, but we'll yeah.
Bayonara.
Okay, that's excessive. I think 14 might just be. Actually, we'll try 30.
Bayonara.
Bayonara.
30 works, but we'll just. Actually, we'll see how 20 looks. Okay, that's a bit loud relative to the rest of the video, actually. But just go like that.
So yeah. Bye, Inara.
Bye, Nara.
That's a bit better. One more just for the sake of it. And
Inara.
Bye, Nara.
yeah, alright. That is a video done. That is... I mean, I still have the boring part where I just let it play and make sure it's not gonna blow everyone's speakers away. Well, actually, to be honest, it's like I've already got it reasonably tuned to where it should be, because like I'm going off of settings from my previous episodes. Though this would be the first one of this recording session. It shouldn't be too far off, but I don't know. Yeah, I suppose I still should go through it and make sure audio's good. And then it'll just be rendering it and all that. But yeah, that's all the boring part, and about an hour and a half get this done. Not too bad. So yeah. I won't bore the audience with all the rest of this, but I'm a bit too tired to go through any other episodes, so I guess this is where stream ends, I guess. Tune in next time to see Chump go up where the kites go, and yeah. Have a good one. Smile. Drink water. Yada yada. Yeah, I've accomplished all I've desired to for this stream. We now have one more edited video. I think that went pretty well. Have a good one, Chump. I think I might do more of these editing streams. That was yeah. I actually got stuff done that way. I think I'll do this more. And now to just hit the stop streaming button at a random moment, so I just cut off mid-sentence. Well, always weird about doing this, because I have a tendency to keep rambling on, but I don't want to hit the stop streaming button too soon after I stop talking, because then it'll just cut me off a bit earlier than I expect it to. But I also don't want to just have an awkward pause of not talking for a bit, so it's weird. So I'm just going to hit the stop streaming button at a random point and hope it all works out fine, and I'm just, yeah, okay.